I don't got all day. I guess I kind of like to avoid conflict. I don't know. I guess I just felt safer there. You felt safe in the bed from your mama? Burke used the word guess, which means he's not certain about something. He may not be certain. He may not be certain what his answer should be, or what he may not be certain, or he may not be certain if he likes to avoid conflict. See, that's what I'm saying. Their answers don't have commitment. I need commitment. The phrase "I kind of" indicates he doesn't always avoid conflict. He then stated, "I don't know," which further shows us he is uncertain why he didn't get out of bed. He again used the word "yes" and followed up with the unique word "just." And Dr. Phil, and I remember seeing this, we covered a little bit of the Dr. Phil interview with Burke, and it's like hard to find it. Which the one I wanted. He says, "I'm not the worried type. I'm not the, I guess part of me doesn't want to know what the, oh, really? Boy, I know you lying. Boy, I know you lying. You just came on television to lie your behind right on off. That's what you came to do. To lie your butt right on off. I'm not the worried type. I guess part of me doesn't want to know what's going on. If I recollect correctly, in his interview with the cops, he was talking about, I heard mama downstairs going psycho. Mama always goes psycho. He didn't mention that mom came into his room from those interviews. But he does mention, I guess, she got hit with something like, and then he made the hammer motion. And I was like, why would you say that? Why would you, if you were nowhere near the scene of the crime, why would you make that motion with the hammer, knowing that JonBenet was hit over the head with something, whether it was superficial or not, or whatever it was? Because I think Dr. Weck said it wasn't that bad, if I remember his words correctly. But you knew that she had been hit with something? And see, this is what I'm saying. When we go back to talking about Patsy, and Patsy, when they asked who was the letter from on the phone, and Patsy said, SBTC victory. But the letter, she said she didn't read the letter, but the letter actually said victory, SBTC. You remembered that. That came from memory, meaning you might have wrote that letter. And when I ask you, yo, did you hear anything? Did you see anything, Burke? You respond with, oh, I don't know. It could have been something like, maybe like a hammer. Man, we haven't talked too much about this stuff, but I mean, dang. On one hand, you act nonchalant, like nothing's ever happening, nothing's going on. But on the other hand, you're not worried about your sister going missing? Part of me doesn't want to know what's going on. Oh, Burke, we know you're curious. Burke tells us he is not the worried type. He then has an unfinished sentence or thought. He followed this up by saying, I guess. Again, he's uncertain about what he was feeling that morning. Critics, Dr. Phil comes in and says, critics would say you weren't curious because you already knew. Ooh, Let's talk about it. He didn't have to get up and go check because he knew exactly what had happened. I was scared, I think, Burke says. I mean, I didn't know if there was some bad guy downstairs and my dad's chasing off with a gun. I had no idea. Burke doesn't tell us. McClish says, Burke doesn't tell us he was scared because he added words, I think. This means he's again uncertain if he was scared. He used the phrase, some people will use this because they want you to take for granted what they're saying is true. However, we take nothing for granted. We don't know unless the person tells us. So lastly, he used the phrase, I had no idea. Rarely can a person again say, I have no idea or I have no clue. Most people have an opinion about something in some way, shape, or form. So when people use these phrases, they're acting like they know absolutely nothing, which is hard to believe. I don't know. All denial. I avoid conflict. I don't know. Not the worried type. I don't want to know. I'm scared. I didn't know. I had no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times he says, I don't know. Not only do I not know, I don't want to know. Baby boy, your mom is going psycho downstairs. You don't want to know. September 13th of 2016, Dr. Phil showed Burke a copy of the ransom note that was left at the Ramsey residence. Does that look like her handwriting? Talking about Patsy. He about to lie again. I can already see it just based on this. Okay. Honestly, looking at that, she would always bug me about having good handwriting. And she would make me rewrite stuff, try to get me to have good handwriting. I think it's too sloppy. The first thing we see is that Burke never answered the specific question, and he never said no. When people do not answer specific questions, they are withholding information. So honestly, and that's what I'm saying. Why y'all can't just answer questions straight up? Y'all can tell us that you didn't kill JonBenet, but y'all can't ever answer questions straight up. That's my problem. When we ask y'all questions like, did you kill JonBenet? Y'all answer that straight up. But when we start diving into the hows and the whats, man, y'all kind of like John Mark Carr. I don't know. No comment. I don't know how that happened. Well, dang, Burke. You guys had a dog. How'd the dog get out into the street late at night? Mm-hmm. You think it could have been because y'all had a doggy door that y'all built for the dog to get out in the street at nighttime to go use the restroom? Could be. I don't know. I never seen that dog use that doggy door a day in my life. There's evidence to prove that the dog has been using the doggy door. Really, is there? I don't know. I've never seen it. You're lying about small stuff. He used the word honestly, which is a word that indicates possible deception. Some people use the word like this, will use the words like this, try and convince you that they're being truthful. Other people might simply have a habit of saying that. That's true. Honestly, I don't know. So I really have no qualms about that. He wants us to believe that he wants to believe this is not his mother's handwriting because it's too sloppy. However, he used the word think, which means he is not certain about it. We must remember that the writer most likely tried to hide, correct, the handwriting style. He or she wanted it to look sloppy, so it would be hard to identify. After Patsy ended the 911 call, she supposedly did not immediately hang up the phone. Some people believe that they can hear Burke saying, "What did you find?" Dr. Phil asks about this. He said, "Did you speak those words?" He said, "No." Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure you're all of the common things that you should be objecting to. You're going to say no to. Were you there when the call was made? No. Just no. You're not going to tell me where you were, what you were doing. So you were not there and you did not speak those words. That's correct. Okay. It's also been speculated that your father can be heard yelling, "We're not speaking to you." Definitely don't remember that. I don't know. Unless someone erased my boy. Shut up. Just shut up. This what makes me think y'all are lying. Because y'all don't know anything. I definitely don't remember that. I don't know. Stop saying I don't know. This is why I don't know is driving me up a wall so much. I don't know is driving me up a wall so much because when I was growing up, we used to say I don't know all the time. And my dad used to get furious with us. He would be like, "What'd you guys have to eat?" Oh no, like stuff that we knew the answer to. "What'd you guys have for lunch at school today?" "Oh no." We would just say that just because we didn't want to answer, or just because we didn't want to have have a conversation, just being lazy. And my dad would get furious and he would say, "Stop saying I don't know. Stop saying that. You do know. Think. Think about what you're saying. Stop answering questions mindlessly. Think." That's why this drives me up a wall, because I can't stand when people say I don't know the basic stuff. Unless somebody erased my memory, man, you know good dang well on this stage we ain't talking about nobody erasing your memory, Burke. This is also why this is making me so angry, because this is so reminiscent of what John and Patsy were doing in interviews. This blockade of foolishness. You keep saying I don't know, and then you come up with some stupid statement. Somebody erased my memory. Come on, dude. Burke gives a good answer to the first three questions. He stated that he was not there when the 911 call was made, and he did not ask the question. However, in his fourth answer, he leaves himself out of the answer. He did not say, "I definitely don't remember that." He said, "We cannot remember that. We cannot believe he does not remember if he does not tell us, 'I don't remember.'" It's also strange that he mentioned he doesn't remember his father making that comment if he wasn't present when the 911 call was made. Then it would not be a matter of remembering. It would be a matter of, "I wasn't there." Aha. He goes on to say, "I don't know." This means he's uncertain, which is, what is he uncertain about? Is he uncertain that he doesn't remember his father making a comment? I told y'all, man, this gentleman, this this gentleman, this gentleman is on to something, bruh. He's on to something. Um, it would be a matter of I wasn't there. You would just say, "Well, I was upstairs asleep, so because your mom told us that you were upstairs all night and day, sleep." Your mom ran in your room and said, "Where's my daughter?" Your dad busted in there and was like, "I thought he was asleep." So thus you gave the appearance, and then the cop came in there shining the flashlight. You mean to tell me, baby boy, that you was asleep? And he was like, Burke said, I'm a heavy sleeper. You ain't that heavy of a sleeper. For your mom to bust in the room, screaming and hollering, "Where's my daughter?" And then your dad to come in, and then the cop to come in shining a flashlight in your face. You sleep that hard? All right. But it's not necessarily a matter of remembering because I wasn't there. It should be Well, I don't know. I wasn't standing there. But you can't say that because you don't remember how to keep the lie up. JonBenet's autopsy showed that she had eaten some pineapples, or she had eaten some pineapple. Most experts believe she ate the pineapple approximately 1 to 2 hours before she died. John and Patsy Ramsey have always maintained that JonBenet was asleep when she returned home and that they immediately put her to bed. A bowl of pineapple was found in the kitchen area. Ramseys claim they did not put the bowl of pineapple on the table. One theory to explain the pineapples is that Burke prepared himself a late night snack. He admitted that he got up after everyone was in bed to play with a toy. JonBenet may have awakened and came downstairs to play with her toys. During this time, she ate a piece of pineapple out of his bowl. At some point, he became mad and he struck her with the flashlight that was in the kitchen. Dr. Phil asked Burke about the bowl of pineapples. I didn't know that he admitted that he had got up after everyone. Yeah, that is. You get up after everybody and you're downstairs. Vroom, 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 making noise. JonBenet, who was asleep, but you woke her up. She got up and she comes downstairs. Hey, Burke, what are you doing? Nothing. Just playing with my toys. Room. Ignoring JonBenet, he goes back. Room. Can I play? Can I have a pineapple? No, get your own. Try not to wake up mom and dad. They're asleep. Vroom. He thinks it's funny. Because he's innocent, man. That girl don't know. The girl don't know no better like that, man. She don't think it's life or death, you know. And she goes and grabs a pineapple from his bowl. And he jumps up and he's like really watching her. He's acting like he's not watching her, but he's really watching her. And she moseys all the way over to the pineapples. And he kind of is watching her. And as soon as she grabs one and eats it, digests it, he jumps up. Maybe there was a flashlight on the counter or something like that, or whatever was on the counter. Click. Boom. Rage that takes over. Because one thing we not going to do is act like the autopsy report didn't say what it said. Unless you got solid evidence or proof that the autopsy report did not say, from an independent examiner, did not say that. Pineapple was found in this girl's stomach. So we're not going to be like, oh, I don't know how I got there. Give a crap. How you know? We found it. And then somebody left pineapple on the table. Did you and she eat pineapple together at any time during the day? I'm in there right there so I can cool off. Here we go with some more non-definitive answers. I'm gonna end it right there and come back. And we're going to continue this analysis of Burke. Until the next video, let me know what you think thus far, your theories, your positions. Until next video,